We're going to do an overview over ATAK 4.0 Civ. ATAK is Android Team Awareness Kit. Any tools we overview in this video will be covered more in depth in future videos. On the bottom right of your map interface is your user location information. You have your call sign, 10-digit grid, bearing, height or elevation, speed, and GPS accuracy. Another place you can find your GPS accuracy is around your self marker. This blue circle around it is how accurate your GPS is. The larger the circle, the least accurate the GPS. The larger the circle, or the smaller the circle, the more accurate the GPS. Bottom left of your map is your map scale. If I zoom in by pinching in or pinching out, you'll see that it changes. You can also do this up on your toolbar using the plus or minus buttons. Top left corner of your map interface is your north-seeking arrow. Right now it's locked on north, so any place my self marker moves, the map will maintain its north bearing. If I want to orient on bearing, I tap on the north arrow one time. And if I move my device, you'll notice that it changes with that heading. If I want to manually orient my bearing, I will long press on the north arrow and I'll bring down a drop-down menu. I can select manual orientation at the very top, and I'll use two fingers to orient my map in the heading I want. Once I get to that heading, I can tap on it and we'll lock on that heading. Another feature of the north arrow is long press on it, and you'll see a 3D function. Once you select this, you can use two fingers moving north to south and adjust to a street level view from a bird's eye view. Turn it off, go ahead and long press on it, and deselect the 3D and manual orientation. Then you will go back to locked on north. On the toolbar next to the plus or minus for map scale adjustments, you have your lock on self. When I tap on it, it'll highlight green. Now, anywhere I move or scroll off away from my location and let go, it will rubber band me back to my self marker. Another quick way to find your self marker is by tapping on the user location information box in the bottom right hand corner, or use your persistent back button one more time than needed, and it will bring you back to your self marker. Next to lock on self is our landscape or portrait. If you want to see more north to south, go ahead and tap on it. This will bring up portrait, but we want to go back to landscape, so we'll tap on it again. Your red X tool will allow you to drop a red X anywhere on the map. You can use this as a quick nav function, or you can use it just to mark areas of interest on the map. Your Bloodhound tool will pair to any map item and give you a quick nav to that, or straight line navigation system, giving you distance and direction along with an estimated time of arrival. The colors will change the closer you get to your destination. Your measuring tool, you can place range and bearing lines from on the map, and it also comes with a circle and bullseye tool in that kit. Our route tool, you can design a route and use the navigation tool built into the route function to navigate along that route. Your media player, if you have anything sending video in, you can put that information into the media player, and it will allow you to see that on your ATAK or your device. Context tool is a chat function, very generic web-based function for all ATAK users to send messages back and forth. Point dropper. Over 7,000 icons are available to you to build mission plans or ConOps. You have your go-to tool, allow you to enter in a grid and it'll take you to that location, and you can also drop points when you get to that location. Overlay manager allows you to hide or display what you want to see on your map interface, and you can also go and delete things from map interface here as well. This trifold is our maps. It will allow you to choose from a variety of online map sources or look at maps you have downloaded for offline use. Drawing tool has 4 shapes: circle, rectangle, freeform, and telestrate. Quick nav tool will automatically activate your Bloodhound tool and take you to a place on the map that you've selected. Quick pick is going to allow you to use the device's camera to take photos, edit them, and then it will save them to a gallery built into ATAK different from the device gallery. The 3 squares is our additional menu. When you tap on it, these are all the tools that are available to you that are not displayed across the toolbar above the map interface. Track history will let you know where you've been as long as GPS is working. And you can also turn that into a route if you need to. Digital pointer tools will drop up to 3 digital pointers on the map interface, and they will auto send across the network to other TAK users. Gallery is where your quick pick saves to. Elevation tool gives you 3 different choices of how to display elevation based off DTEDs, which is digital terrain elevation data. This is based on contour lines only. It does not take vegetation or man-made objects into consideration. You have a resection tool here to help with navigation. CASEVAC will give you a 9-line CASEVAC report along with a ZMIST and HLZ brief. Go ahead and scroll down. Geofence works in conjunction with the drawing tool. This will let you know when TAK users or icons enter or leave that particular drawing tool. Radio control works in conjunction with handheld radios. Data package will allow you to build those missions and ConOps that I talked about earlier and send them to TAK users or hang them on the TAK server for other people to download. Import manager allows you to bring certificates or files into ATAK and place them in the folders they need to be placed in. Your emergency beacon will auto send an emergency message across the network. We ask that you don't use this because only the person who initiates the emergency can turn it off. So only use it in the case of an emergency. Clear content will do a soft purge of your ATAK system, including any certificates you have loaded into it. So it's not a good way to clear off your map interface. A better tool to use for that is your overlay tool. Brightness will brighten and dim your display. Go ahead and scroll down. Rubber sheet's going to work in conjunction with 3D models you have loaded onto your system. TAK Chat is another chat system along with the contacts tool available to you. GRG Builder will allow you to send grid graphics to other TAK users and export them into other products on your system. TAK GeoCham is another option other than Quick Pick for you, but it will still save to your gallery located in ATAK. Data Sync will allow you to sync with data packages that you want to follow when they've been updated. VNS, or Vehicle Navigation System, allows you to go in and download additional map information of certain regions, and will also allow you to drop quick nav points onto your map interface. Scroll down. CBRN and Wide Area Search are other plugins that will be covered in future videos. Your settings is where you go in to customize your device or the ATAK to your liking. You can also interact with tools, and this is where you'll go in to set up your TAK server and manage your network connections. Toolbar Management allows you to customize your toolbar across the top of the system. And there's also a shortcut to get to your plugins to be able to upload and download plugins as you need them. Quit. This is the best way to shut ATAK down. Also, if your ATAK's not responding properly or locks up on you, it's a quick troubleshooting step to take. Just quit ATAK, go back into it, and a lot of times that'll fix most of your problems. The other thing you may have to do is power down your entire system and do a reboot if the quit doesn't work for you. This concludes our overview of ATAK 4.0 CIV.